I cover these New World Order cops, these order followers, especially during the scamdemic, right? But keep seeing these videos on YouTube. I subscribe to Here's the Deal. I know. Hey, what's up? Richie from Boston has a problem with him because this guy likes to sell stuff. Meanwhile, Richie from Boston is pushing gold and silver and all this other nonsense and the food. Remember that they're gonna take away the food, so he kept selling those uh, food buckets or whatever. And then I remember him saying that he didn't like this guy because this guy sells stuff. Who cares? It's capitalism. This is his business. It's his channel. If he wants to sell merchandise, he can. It's retarded, man. But I like this channel. I subscribe to this, the Civil Rights Lawyer, and a couple others. I've been wanting to cover this for the longest time, and I've been wanting to cover it like almost repetitively, but I haven't. But we need to take a look at this because these cops are out of fucking control. Maybe not every single one of them. There's some good. I said some, but overall, it's tyranny. It is. It's the police state. I mean, he's right. He's right. If you cannot go down the highway and drive your car without your seatbelt and without getting pulled over because you're not wearing a seatbelt, you're not free. If you can't go on a damn beach, I don't give a damn what that damn sign says. You're not allowed to drink alcohol on the beach. It's fucking public. It's public property, is it not? It's public. You should be able to drink a damn beer on the beach. Shit, what that damn sign says. All right, it's not constitutional, even if it was a law. You can't drink a beer on the beach. It's because they said so. It's time this bullshit. We got to stop with this bullshit. All right, and then these cops have the gall, the audacity. Hey, you drinking a beer? Turn around. You're under arrest. Fuck that shit. There's more of them. These are spring breakers, I guess. There's more of them than there are of the cops. All right, and he's about to say in this video, 10 minutes long, that it's going to be. You're going to see. He said it. I think I've said it before too. I can't remember. I know I've said this. Listen to what I've said in the past, and it came to fruition. When those flash mob from the Pants on the Ground crowd, they were flash mob robbing jewelry stores, convenience stores, grocery stores, doing home invasions. I said people are going to start fighting back and shooting back when their home is getting invaded, and it came to fruition. I said store owners or store clerks are going to fight back against these thieves that are robbing them and shooting at them and stuff like that. And yeah, more store owners or store clerks, I should say, or store owners started defending their stores. The homeowners were defending their homes. That came to fruition. Now he's going to say people are just going to increasingly have flat out had enough of this nonsense, this tyranny, and the tide's going to turn big time. People are just going to rise up and say, enough of this shit. Now, I know the libtards try to defund the police. All right. I wasn't a big proponent of that. However, we need to get these bad. I thought that was a stupid idea, defund the police. However, there are too many fucking bad apples, too many tyrant wannabes, too many Napoleon with Napoleon complex, little Hitlers. Don't get triggered, BitChute. That are wearing the badge with the 5 stars. They're armed. He calls them road pirates. They are. How else are you going to say it? All right. He calls them, and I've said they're organized. They're organized gangs. They're legalized gangs. Is what they're overall, because they knock down your door at night. They're arresting innocent people. They're invading people's homes at night, fucking busting down the doors. At times they're innocent people, and I've seen too many videos like that. Innocent people getting arrested, innocent people getting harassed, innocent people getting thrown to the ground, innocent people getting their homes, their doors knocked down in the dead of night. This bullshit's got to stop. It's got to stop. Just because you're wearing a badge doesn't make you any more superior to anybody else. But for some strange reason, once they don that attire, or he calls it a costume, for some strange reason, they just voila, they're just they're above the law. He says he shows cops harassing sovereign citizens. You've heard of that, and he says, well, that citizen might think that he or she is sovereign, but really the sovereign citizen are the corrupt police because they think they're above the law. They're immune to any repercussions or accountability when they do wrong. And so he calls them sovereign citizens. I think that's true. Cops act like sovereign citizens. They can just do whatever the fuck they want and get away with it. But meanwhile, if you breathe the wrong way, they want to damn detain you and shit like that. This is bullshit. This is Clearwater Beach, Florida. They're just drinking some beer and having fun. They're not doing that Orange Crush shit in Tybee Island like the Goers like to do and trash the whole place and fucking try to loot the place and steal. They're not doing any of that, acting a fool. They're just standing around drinking beer. What's wrong with that? Hell far, I'm drinking one right now. So yeah, this is a police state. We're really not free at all. You're not free if you get in the turning lane, right? But you didn't put on your blinker. You get pulled over because you didn't put on a blinker. Well, I'm in the fucking turning lane, right? The arrow's pointing that way, so that's the direction I'm gonna go. I'm gonna make a left, like a lot of you out there, left or to the left, right? But then you get pulled over because you didn't use your turn signal. That's just an example. I mean, is it the end of the world? You didn't put on your turn signal? You should already know what damn fucking direction I'm going in. If I'm in the left-hand damn turning lane, you should know I'm gonna make a left, damn it. So putting on a blinker, if I'm in a left-hand turning lane and I have my left blinker on, does that guarantee I'm gonna make a left turn? I could just decide to make a right turn. I've seen people do that shit. They'll have a blinker on, a right blinker on, and then turn the opposite direction or vice versa. This is it's out of control. This shit, this police state shit is out of control. It is. And I'm not talking about the good cops, because there are some. I said some. But overall, it's corrupt. Big time. Just like about every facet of society.
Get ready to be pissed off.
Get ready to be pissed off. Georgia. The cops there. They get a domestic call, right? And the guy says, the guy inside the house, the homeowner, I guess he's arguing with his wife. And they're like, the cops are talking to him through the door. And the guy says, well, I'm not coming out. I'm not coming out. You better get the hell off my property or I'll sue you. And the cop, it was a gored cop. The gored cop goes, what'd you say? You said what? And the homeowner, the white guy inside the house that's not coming out to talk to them about the 911 call, I guess that his wife made because they were arguing. The guy says, get the hell off my property, get out of here, or I'm going to sue you. Sue. Cops lied, said that the guy, homeowner, said he was going to shoot them. He didn't say that. He said he was going to sue them. But they lied, came back with a warrant days later, and arrested him. It was dropped. Well, look what they do. They literally lied. The cops went to a judge and said that this guy said they were going to shoot. He was going to shoot them, and he never said that. He said he was going to sue them if they didn't get the hell off his damn property. They weren't welcome there. But do you see this? Fucking out of control. That's just one example. Out of control.
And a bunch of a-hole cops who just want to boss a bunch of kids around and exercise their authority because they can.
Tons of people at a beach party in Florida are illegally drinking alcohol. Officers begin to arrest anyone they see drinking. However, they had no idea they would soon be massively overwhelmed.
That guy's drinking a beer right there.
Oh my God. That folks drinking a beer right there. See, these are the bitches that want to fight you, are willing to fight you if they ever try to do another lockdown. These are the bitches that are, during 2020, were scouring the forest. Well, that would be park rangers. But the beaches, right? And going, you're not allowed here. You're under arrest. Remember that? They said you weren't allowed on the beaches during COVID. That has nothing to do with the virus. That was a dry run, a test run, to see how people react to certain areas that they want to reclaim. Go look at the Agenda 2030, the corridors that you're allowed in and the places that you're not allowed. You won't be allowed on beaches. You won't be allowed in national parks. There's a lot of places you won't be allowed if they get their way. And 2020 was just a dry run of Agenda 2030 of where you were allowed to go, where you weren't allowed to go. And beaches was a no-go zone. Do you remember that? And the cops, if they saw you on there, well, they fucking arrested your ass or harassed your ass off the damn beach during COVID, during the lockdown. Do you remember that? That's what this shit is. These cops right here, they're willing to do that again. They're willing to arrest you for you exercising your rights because they're following orders that say you have no rights. Pretty much.
Hey, buddy, how you doing? You're under arrest.
Hey, buddy, you're under arrest.
What did I do? Drinking
Hey,
beer.
what are you doing? You're under arrest. Just slap the cuffs on him. What did I do? Well, you're drinking beer. A fucking beer. You're drinking beer. I'm drinking beer, bitch. What does that mean? You're drinking beer. Do you see this? This is tyranny. And he's right. He's absolutely right, this guy. Is his name Brian? Here's the deal. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. If you can't drink a beer on a beach, you're not land of the free and home of the brave. You're land of the re, as in retard, because you're putting up with this shit, and home of the slave. You're a fucking slave to the tyrannical police state. And I tried to be like, because I've had family members. One of my uncles was a New York City cop. I had my favorite uncle was God rest both their souls. My other uncle, who was my favorite uncle, he was a corrections officer at a big facility. Was in Brooklyn? I want to say Rikers Island, but maybe not. But it was a big facility, correctional facility in Brooklyn. All right, so I got police in my family, or had police in my family, and they were good people. My uncles as cops and stuff, they were good people. They weren't like this. And my dad was a cop for a short time. God rest his soul. I mean, he was good. He was good. But you know, that's a bygone era, and it's just few and far between now. Now you got order followers ready. Hey man, what are you doing? You drinking a beer? Well, it says no drinking brewskis over here on the beach. You're on the fucking beach. Maybe these bitches need to be drinking beer so they can fucking relax instead of being so damn tyrannical. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Imagine yourself sitting on a beach and you're drinking a damn beer. Maybe you didn't see the damn sign. Hilton Head's like that. Hilton Head Island. I love me some Hilton Head, except for the fact I don't like the no street lights at night because it has something to do with the turtles and mating. So you're driving around with your headlights on, but it's pretty dark and it's hard to see where stores are and different things like that. But I like me some Hilton Head. I don't like the no drinking on the beach part. I think that's retarded. Tybee Island, Savannah, you could drink on the beach. Pensacola, you could drink on the beach. A lot of beaches I've went to, you could drink on the beach. But when it says no drinking, what is that shit? No drinking on the beach. No drinking a brewski on the beach. It's retarded.
Okay. Oh, this guy's not harming anybody. He's not threatening to harm anybody. He's not damaging property. Let's go ahead and ruin his life and not even give him a chance.
You're not allowed to drink a beer on the beach? No. Sir, I can take him home. No, he's going to jail. Are you serious?
He said the friend of the guy that was getting arrested. His friend says, "Well, I could just take him home. Why don't you just cut him some slack? I could just take him home." Then you got this other. I guess they were 18 because they just joined the military or something like that, and they were drinking a beer too. Fuck, man! I remember when I was younger. 18, you could drink a beer. All right. They even had open container where you could actually when I was growing up, I remember this, especially as a teenager, walking by cars and there's an open container. There was no law against that. There was no law against that. All right. As far as I can remember, you could have an open container or something like that in your car. Damn, the good old boys were driving to high school in their pick-em-up trucks with rifles on the gun racks, right in the back, right there. You could see it in the back window of the pickup trucks, driving on high school campus. It was legal. Now everything's illegal. You can't take a gun on the college. Can't do those things anymore, right? Cigarette. I remember cigarette commercials, and I mean they still do have beer commercials, but cigarette commercials they had them all the time. Then all of a sudden, no cigarette commercials. I'm not a proponent of cigarette smoking, but I mean, just everything. All of a sudden, that's bad. This is bad. Can't do this. Can't do that. Can't do this. Can't do that. Can't do this. Can't do that. You know. Then when I was approaching 21, no, what was it? I was about to turn 18, and right around that time, 1988, they raised it to 21. Not that I wanted to go out and drink brewskis at 18, but it's the fact that you're taking my right away to do that. You could be 18 years old and go fucking die for your country, right? To go to that meat grinder called war. Right? That depopulation scheme called war, right? You could do that at 18 years old. You could hold a machine gun and kill people, literally kill people. You could do that, right? You could literally get shot and die at 18 to fight for that freedom that you don't have at 18. You're 18, you can't drink a beer. But you could get conscripted, you could get drafted into the military, right? At 18. But you can't drink a beer. No, sir. No. No can do. fucking order follows. This shit pisses me
Lots
off.
of signs
Sir,
everywhere.
we're enlisting in the military literally this month.
Congratulations. Explain that to your recruiter.
Don't be a dickhead about it.
No, I'm not being a dickhead.
And a gentleman with a black hat, black shirt.
I mean, I want you to think.
You just saw him. He said, "We just enlisted in the military," and the police officer, "Well, you're gonna have to talk to your recruiter."
Congratulations. Explain that to your recruiter.
Don't be a dickhead about it.
No, I'm not being a
And
dickhead.
a gentleman with a black hat, black shirt.
I mean, I want you to think about this, and I know I say this a lot. If you're not free to drive down the road without being harassed, you're not free.
You're not free.
If you're not
You're not.
free to
We're not.
flip a cop off in America, you're not free. If you're not free to walk away from a cop who suspects you of committing a crime when you haven't even come close to committing a crime, you're not free. And if you can't drink a beer on the beach
You're drinking a
without
beer.
being harassed by cops, then you're not free in America. If this isn't the land of the free, home of the brave, just get that out of your mind.
It's not. The more I live and the more I see, we're not free. We're not free. You're not free. We're not free. Free, set them free. We're not free. We're not. It's an illusion. We have an illusion. It's no bravery. Where's the bravery? Most people during COVID were masked up and volunteering the lockdown. Volunteering. Yes, ma'am. I was volunteering. I was locked down. They were doing it before they made it a mandatory. They were locked. People stopped going to restaurants, to gyms, and all that before they locked down. Before in Georgia, before that 3-week lockdown, I was at the Y. The lockdown happened in March 2020. I was at the Y 2015. And I said, Mr. Bob, he was an 80-year-old guy that I knew there. And I said, Mr. Bob, I said, where's everybody? I said, wait a minute. I remember standing there in the weight room. Wait a minute. They're volunteering to lock themselves down. That's why they're not going to restaurants. I go to a restaurant and it's empty. I'm here at the gym. Not that I'm complaining, I said, but it's empty, pretty empty. They're volunteering to lock down. But I don't think I used that word. I used, I described it. They're staying home. I said, they're staying home and they're not going out like they normally would. I said, then lo and behold, March rolled around and we were locked down. They volunteered for that shit before it was official. There's no brave. Where's the bravery? New York City. Hey, man, you're talking to me, man. Hey, I'll knock your teeth down your truck. No, you won't. That was the old New York City. New New York City votes for fucking commies and Muslims and wants Sharia law and muzzles up over a fake virus. You ain't so tough.
Yeah, we're gonna need some more people down here. What do you do? Going to jail.
They love that. Show me your ID and you're going to jail. They love that fucking jail shit.
You guys saw you doing something.
It's
They
kidnapping.
put your hands up.
It's kidnapping.
You're more him, not for you. So are you gonna tell him? Chill, bro. What are you gonna tell him? You don't back off. I'm gonna take you.
We're going to the Army this month.
Congratulations.
We already did our medical, sir.
Okay, he's going to jail.
There's plenty of other
See,
people.
he was pleading with him. He's like, we did our medical stuff. We're about to go in the military. We signed up. We enlisted. We just did a medical and all this stuff. Can you just cut us some slack? And the police officer says, nah. Should have thought of that before you picked up a brewski. Imagine this shit.
Great.
If it was empty, then what was the problem?
It wasn't
See?
empty.
The can was...
I just poured it out. I was picking up the towels from Marin and then he grabbed me.
You were picking up the towels. So you didn't have it... Sir,
We're not discussing it.
our recruiter, please, we're going
Discuss it with your recruiter. Great.
He's begging on behalf of his friend, and he's at the end of his rope. He's like, dude, don't do this. It's just a beer. I appeal to your humanity. Can you just let him go with a warning? You know, take his beer if you want. That would be wrong. That would be absolutely immoral. It's not your beer. It's his, but let's compromise. Can you see it in your heart to not ruin somebody's life? I can't believe anybody wouldn't let their humanity emerge so they can cut somebody some slack, looking down the road going, yeah, this is unnecessarily detrimental to somebody who really hasn't committed a crime.
There's nothing to discuss. He cannot...
He's going to jail. I don't have to tell you.
Point out other people that have drinks in their
Great.
hand, take him out of all.
I did.
So you're not gonna answer the question?
No, I'm not.
Back up.
What was you touching me for?
Back up.
Hey, don't tell me what on me. So now you racial profile, right?
I'm going to jail.
Look at this sergeant right here, getting right in this young kid's face.
Yeah.
He's a sergeant.
Get in his face. Look at this.
What is he going to jail for? Pops up there. He's going to come over here and grab him and
This guy right here literally did nothing.
He just grabs him. Listen to this. it doesn't matter what color this person is right here, all right? Because that could be you. Let's face it, that could be you. That could be anybody. He just grabs him. This cop grabs this person right here and yanks him. Did you see that? Did you see that? That looks like an assault to me. I like the way the cops act like every little damn thing's an assault. Well, he patted me on the back, but I want someone could actually say, call up 911 and go, yeah, this so-and-so assaulted me. Dispatcher says, well, what did he do? Well, what did he do? All that stupid noise that they make. Those. What did he do? Well, he patted me on the back, and I want to file a complaint. And the cops show up. Well, you assaulted this person. And the person's going, what did I do? What did I do? I just patted him on the back. Cop goes, yeah, you assaulted him. You assaulted. I mean, everything's an assault. Assault rifles, assault this, assault that. It's an assault rifle. It's a rifle, idiots. I mean, if you just touch someone, that's assault. Okay, the cop just assaulted him. The cop just assaulted him, right? They like to always use these words, assaulted, and all this shit. Look at that.
So you're not gonna answer the question?
No, I'm not.
Back up.
What was you touching me for?
Back up.
Hey, don't tell me back up on me. Oh, so now you racial profile, right?
I'm going to jail.
Look at this sergeant right here, getting right in
Oh,
this
you see
young
that?
kid's face. He's a sergeant.
This is total tyranny.
What is he going to jail for? Cops up there, he's going to come over here and grab him and
This guy right here literally did nothing wrong, and the
Did nothing
sergeant's
wrong.
got his
He
hands
was
on
just
it.
asking why is the other guy going to jail, and the cop comes over here and does this. Look what he's doing. Look what he's doing. That could be you. That could be your granddad. That could be your mom. That could be anybody. Total fucking tyranny. That's total tyrannical right there. Totally wrong, and I don't see how they could get away with that shit. Back coming. Woo, 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 woo. People drinking on the beach. Woo, woo, woo. Morning, Will Robinson. Morning, Will Robinson. People drinking on the beach. This is insane.
And the Trump organization, the Trump administration is concerned about narco traffickers and Mexican drug cartel members.
And rightfully so, but he's about to make, he's pretty much saying Trump needs to be, we need to be focused also, not just on the cartels and all this, because we got all this shit going on here, all these tyrants with badges and guns, these armed tyrants is what you got. This is tyrannical. This is insane. They weren't looting anything or trashing the whole place or anything like that. They were standing around. They weren't even dancing. Like the Goers, when they go have Orange Crush, go look that up. Orange Crush, Tybee Island, Savannah. Orange Crush is when Goers go over there. They act a fool. There's rapes. There's friggin' crime. There's littering. There's drugs. There's all kinds of bad shit going on the beach. That ain't happening here. You just have people. I mean, I'm looking at black and white at this right here. Just standing around, enjoying each other's company, enjoying the beach, drinking a beer or two. I mean, I don't even see drunkenness behavior going on. Oh, you're drinking a beer? Turn around. Fuck that noise, man. And he's going to say in this video, people are increasingly have had enough, and this shit is people are going to push back big time. He's going to say that, and I've been saying that, but once or twice, I think I mentioned in the past. But he's going to say, like I said, homeowners are going to start fighting back against the home invaders. I said store owners are going to start protecting their businesses against robbing and looting, and it happened to an extent. And he says, with all this tyranny shit, because there's way too much, overwhelmingly amount of cases or videos where these cops are just totally out of control. I mean, they are New World Order cops. I don't know what other way to put it. They will do the bidding of the New World Order. Go after free citizens, go after innocent people. If the social credit score comes to your neck of the woods, oh, they're gonna come make sure you jaywalk like they do in China. They'll publicly shame you, right? You get shamed if you jaywalk on big screens in public and shit like that. Your face up there, jaywalking. Oh yeah, these cops are ready to come for you for jaywalking. This is insane. It's insane that we let it get this far. We're not free, and we damn sure ain't brave. Neither are you out there. You're living in Europe with NWO cops. I'm sure in Australia, because I'm sure I've seen it. I've seen it during the scamdemic when they were trying to fight back against. They were fighting against the citizens that didn't want to be locked down. The citizens were out in the street protesting the lockdowns, and the cops were literally fighting the citizens who just want to be left the fuck alone, not locked down. Same thing here, same thing in Europe, same thing in China, same thing in just about every place. Now, there are some free places, but those are the places that are off the beaten path. You have to go look them out. Probably an island over here, obscure country over there, an island over there. You know what I'm saying? But overall, it's just one fucking big police state is what it looks like.
What about the domestic terror cell right here from the Clearwater Police Department?
I agree.
Hey, can y'all please chill?
Domestic terror cell.
Shut back
You
up.
hear what he called them? Domestic terror cell. That's what that is. What is that? That's what that is. You're minding your own business. You shouldn't have to worry about this shit. You're not doing anything wrong. You're drinking a fucking beer. Shit, in Germany, you're allowed to drink beer at 14. 14 years old. That's word out in the street. 14. Beer's part of their culture. Same thing in Ireland. Same thing in Scotland. Beer is part of the culture. You could drink a beer at 14. Literally. Like, that's what I heard. I didn't officially look this up, but I remember watching videos of food and tourism and lodging in Ireland, and beer is part of their fucking breakfast menu. You get up to get, you could have they drink beer when they wake up. I mean, come on, man. Seriously? I'm not condoning a 14-year-old drinking beer. However, if it fits their culture, is accepted, then so be it. But here, we're not talking about 14-year-olds. We're talking about, I just enlisted in the military and I could actually go die for my country within months. I'm just having a fucking beer on the beach. Now I'm in trouble? Seriously? Seriously? This is where we're at?
Back up, back up. Back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up. Back up, guys, back up, back up.
Hey, don't tase him.
He's going to jail. Get off, back off. If I have to tell you again, I'm going to pepper spray you.
What if the entire crowd got together and go, you know what? We will not. This is our country.
He said, what if they all
We
got
will
together
not
and said,
be
"This
taken
is our
over by a
country. We're
bunch
done
of
with this
bad
shit. We're done
uniformed
with this fucking
terrorists.
tyranny."
Let's go ahead and get these guys. What if that happened? There'd be nothing they could do. 200 people against what, a half a dozen? And it's going to start happening.
See? He said it's going to start
And
happening.
it actually is happening. People are getting sick of this. It's like, oh,
Sick of it.
you're going to terrorize me. You're going to harass me. You're going to interfere with my pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness. Okay, well, I guess you're going to pay the consequences.
Because I'm legally allowed to do so. I've told you. At this point in time, this is now a riot. And you're now
That's
in my
not a
face.
riot.
Get out of my face.
How is that?
Fabricate,
How the hell is
escalate,
that
intimidate,
how is that
and
a riot?
violate.
That's not
There
a
you
riot.
go.
That's not a riot. That's not a riot. Why don't the fuck you go look at Antifa? That's a riot. Burning down cities and Black Lives Matter. The shit they did. I meant to say. That's a fucking riot. All right. Black Lives Matter, Antifa, bastard ass. Those are domestic terrorist cells. This is not a riot. They're standing around. Yeah, they're getting riled up. Wouldn't you? It's like, what the hell, man? One minute I'm drinking a beer, everything's calm, everything's cool. I didn't even hear music being played. Did you hear music? I didn't hear it. Where's the loud, overbearing? I didn't see any of that. That's not a riot. But do you see what they said? That's a riot. That's not a riot. But yet, it's okay. It's okay for Black Lives Matter, or was it Antifa, or both, to take over. What was that? Was it Portland, Chaz, or was that Seattle? I get confused. Those libtard cities. Chaz, they named it their zone. They took over a portion of either Seattle or Portland. I covered that a long time ago. It doesn't matter. It's one or the other. But it's okay. You could allow Antifa, Black Lives Matter, to take over a portion of Seattle, or was it Portland? Literally take over police stations, literally stomp on and set police cars on fire. And they took this whole area over. These domestic terrorists, Antifa, or was it BLM? It was one or the other, it doesn't even matter. But all that's allowed. Police stations getting taken over, police cars getting set on fire, businesses getting set on fire, people getting killed, taking over the street, taking over this, taking over that. Big thumbs, that's okay, right? But you got people on the street, on the beach, even recruiting into the military there, just drinking a couple beers and not even acting. I don't see any drunk. Do you see any drunkards? I don't see anybody acting drunk. I don't see it. But you had a beer. Oh my God. In the land of the free and home of the brave, right? Nuh-uh. No sir, no ma'am. This fighting for freedom shit is bullshit. There is no freedom. There is no freedom. Alright? Going on and enlisting the military. For what? For what? For what? Whose wars are you fighting? There's a lot of shit happening in this country. Our rights have severely been eroded. It's time to put down your cell phone. It's time to take the AirPods out. It's time to break out of the matrix. It's time to awaken to what's going on. This is insane. This shouldn't be allowed. You should be able to go on a beach, enjoy a day, as long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as you're not infringing on anyone else's rights, as long as you're not destroying anything, and maybe I'll add in, you're not littering. Don't litter either, but I'm just saying, not hurting anybody. Should be okay. Big thumbs up. Good to go. Shouldn't have to worry about any external force out there, armed with 5-pointed stars on their chest, and they're armed. And notice when they can't handle something, they always call for backup. Sounds like a gang. Hey, yo, I need some backup over here. It's ridiculous. There's circumstances where that's warranted, but this shit, I see this more often than not. Innocent people getting harassed, getting arrested, getting lied about, getting drugged through the mud, getting their lives ruined, more often than not. You remember watching those shows like maybe even Little Rascals or something like that back in the 40s, and they show the cop, just walking around with his nightstick, and you'll see it's in the city, and he'll look up at the apartment building, maybe at the second floor, go, "Top of the morning to you, Mrs. Smith. Top of the morning to you." We ain't getting none of that. We ain't getting none of that. This is what you get: drinking a beer, you're under arrest. You're going to jail. Damn it! This is bullshit. This is tyranny. This is reality. This is where we are. Look at this. What did he do? He didn't do anything. Nothing. And he picks him up like a rag doll. He wasn't doing anything. He just said, "Why is he going to jail?" Like a rag doll. Are you kidding me?
Clear it out.
I have not watched this video yet, and I can't wait to see the end. Does John come on yet? John, the police officer from Midwest Safety. Let's see how deeply he sucks the boot down his throat on this one.
Back it up. Back it up. Supporting, bro. Back it up. It's in there. Back it up. I'm on public property. Public property. Don't try to push me. Don't put your hands on me. I didn't do nothing wrong. Hey, open your car up.
I literally just got so much sand.
You see what they're doing? Everyone's filming this shit. They're filming and documenting this stuff. And sooner or later, it's going to come back to bite them. These tyrants for doing this. Everyone's filming. We're watching. We are watching you. We're watching you. We're watching you. We're watching you. All right? We're filming you. We're documenting. That's what people are doing now. All right? I'm not personally filming them. I ain't got time for that shit. But I'm watching you like videos like this. But there are people out there. There are auditors. Audit is one of them. There's a lot of them. They're auditing this. They're auditing that. They're surveillancing. Because we're being surveillanced all the time. So now there's a lot of people out there that are surveillancing back. And so this is what's needed. This is what's happening. And people have increasingly have had enough of this shit. This is how is this not tyrannical? How is this not? Okay? I mean, the whole thing, you have to get a fishing license to go fishing. Don't you have to get a fishing permit or something like that? Permit. Permit. The state, the government will permit you or give you permission to do something. That is your right to do. You want to go fishing? You want to go hunting? You have to make sure you got the government's permission. Does that sound like you're free? Doesn't sound like it's free to me that we're free. It's an illusion. You get up and maybe you go about your day and everything's okay and you don't get any of this shit. But it's out there. It's out there. Like, it's like the lottery. Sooner or later, your number might come up, you know? Over what? Nothing. Nothing. Unless you're a fucking real criminal. That's one thing. Why aren't they going after the real criminals? They got all the crime. All the crime in Clearwater has been big thumbs up. All the fucking drug problems, all the murder problems, all the shoplifting, all the crime, the legit crime that they have in Clearwater and every other place like this where cops are doing this. They're spending the resources, spending the taxpayers' dime on bullshit like this when they should be out there fighting cops. I guess all the cops, all the crime has been eradicated, right? Right? All the mysteries, the unsolved mysteries. Next on Unsolved Mysteries. All that's been solved, right? So we have time for bullshit like this? Bullshit. They need to be out there getting the criminals. All right? Be worrying about people on the damn beach drinking a couple of Brewskies. They look old enough to be able to take care of. Again, if you're 18 or over and you could I'll even go. You're 16 years old. You're driving heavy machinery. You're 16. You're allowed in the United States, Estados Unidos. You're allowed to drive a fucking car, heavy machinery that could literally annihilate another car in an accident, totally just kill people and everything. You're allowed. You can do that at 16. That's not a huge responsibility. That's one of the biggest responsibility there is. You're getting out there in the car. Not only do you have to be a defensive driver, make sure you don't get in a car accident and get killed or injured, but you also have to make sure you're not negligent and other people get killed or whatever. There's a lot that's involved with getting behind the wheel of a fucking car. All right, this is not a little bumper car that you got in an amusement park where you can bump into people, boom, boom, and everything's okay. Everything's okay. It's fun, huh? No. By the way, the bumper cars. Notice how they have that pole that touches the electric ceiling? I wonder how much radiation is going through that. We never knew it. That's a side note. But no, this is not bumper cars. You're 16 years old. You're getting in a real car. That's an adult. You got an adult responsibility right there. Fucking getting in a car and driving. That's huge. You're on your own pretty much, right? I mean, getting in the car. I know nowadays you have to drive with someone or for the first year or whatever. But when I was 16, you get in the car, you drive. I mean, that's the Wild West you're exposed to. Mommy and Daddy ain't there with you. And back then, we didn't have cell phones. We had pay phones, no cell phones. It's the Wild West. I mean, you could get in a car accident. Someone could kidnap you. No one know where you are. You're driving this heavy machinery. A tractor trailer could run you down, kill you. Parents won't know for a long time, maybe a day or so. I mean, there's a lot that could happen. That's a huge responsibility. 16 years old, driving a car. But they'll be diggly darned if you could drink a daggum brewski on the beach. Oh no, send in the SWAT team, send in helicopters, the drones, and all shit. Arrest them. Whatever happened to RoboCop? Serve the public trust, protect the innocent, uphold the law. Oh, that's thrown out the window. I'm not gonna play the rest of it.
And alcohol dumped on me.
Yeah, because you're freaking a-holes. You're damn terrorists on the beach while everybody's just trying to have fun. There was no fight. Nobody's life was in jeopardy.
I understand. I appreciate it. Yeah, you see I ain't running. I don't got nothing on me. I don't know what I did. You see I ain't running.
If I can get you out of here with the ticket, I will get you out of here with the
Where's
ticket.
Master Giles? Officer Giles at? I knew him since I was a kid.
Okay,
Where's Officer
we will
Giles?
talk to Giles.
Where is Officer Giles at?
We will talk to Giles here in a second. I'm not trying to be. I have a job I have to do, and if I don't do my job the way I'm supposed to do it, I could get in trouble. I have to protect.
If you could let me do my job as I'm supposed to do it, well, I guess you're supposed to be a tyrant. Is that what it is? I thought you're supposed to protect innocent people. What are they doing? What's the crime? What's the crime? A fucking sign said no drinking on the beach? Well, that sign's bullshit. You should be able to be allowed to drink on the beach. All right? What's this shit? No drinking in public anyway. When I grew up, you could drink in public. What is this? No drinking on the sidewalk except in designated areas like I know River Street in Savannah. Our town finally you could drink out there on the square, but you couldn't drink or hold a beer can for the longest time. But now all of a sudden they're getting laxed and allowing certain areas for you to drink a beer. Oh, thank you, Mazza. Thank you. You can hold a brewski in public. You could hold Budweiser beer can. No, fuck Budweiser. You could hold beer can in. I don't know why I'm doing the Japanese thing. I mean, it's like they're giving you like, okay, we're gonna allow the peasants over here to drink a beer on River Street in Savannah. We're allowing the peasants over in this town, but not everywhere. We can't have the peasants drinking a brewski out in public everywhere. Why? What's the difference between you holding a beer in public, out on a sidewalk, or you walking out of a damn Applebee's after drinking 2 pitchers, reeking of alcohol? What is the difference? What's the difference of that? Alcohol's still in you, whether it's going in you inside the establishment or outside. Right? What the fuck's the difference? Oh well, we don't want children to see it. Now on the public, on the sidewalk, people could see that, and children all that. No, well, Applebee's is a family restaurant, idiots. People drinking in there, not just Applebee's, other restaurants. Every friggin' restaurant it's all family oriented. People are drinking. Kids see that, so that's off the list. That's bullshit excuse. What's the reason why? It's all about fucking control. Everything about this is control. All right, it's all control. I mean, there's certain things that you shouldn't have a person drinking and getting in the car. That's not ideal. That's not good. So I mean, there's certain you shouldn't have that. You shouldn't have that person get in the car and being drunk and driving. But you could still have those laws in place. There's still people going to get in the car after drinking. They're still going to do it. They're still going to do it. And you could have, it's only people that are more, well, it's the law, and I really want to. I just got out of Hooters and I drank a couple of pitchers with my buddies. I really want to get in my car and drive, but the law says I best not, otherwise this will happen. So I'm not going to do that. Yeah, there are people like that. There are people like that. But overall, you're guilty of it out there unless you never drank and never. Come on, how many of you out there never, ever took a sip of a brewski or alcohol and got in a car? Bullshit. Listen, everyone has done it. Everyone has gotten buzzed at a restaurant, hanging out with your homies or whatever. Maybe your significant other or a date or whatever got behind the wheel. They've done it. So those laws that say this is going to happen, people are still going to do it. Those, well, this is a gun-free zone. Okay, well, you're going to get innocent citizens that want to do the right thing. They won't bring a gun to the gun-free zone. Okay, now they're sitting ducks. Guess who doesn't care about the gun-free zone? Fucking criminals. So your laws are pretty much bullshit in that way. Because people are going to do what they want to do overall. I mean, if within reason, people are going to do it. And that's why I want to leave it. Your laws of, well, don't drink and drive. Yeah, I agree with that. That's not a good thing to drink and drive. It's not. It's not a good thing to get high and drive. Hell far. It's not a good thing to be, sleep deprived and get behind the wheel or use machinery, right? Just like the big pharma prescriptions, like if you take these drugs that have the side effects that make you drowsy, they say don't operate machinery. Yeah, don't operate it. But there are people that still do it. It's not wise, but people still do it. So you could recommend it. Don't get behind the wheel. How about instead of having laws, we have recommendations. Do not get behind the wheel after drinking because this could happen to you and other people. How about recommendations? How about having recommendation cops? Well, we recommended that you don't drink and be above a certain alcohol limit. Let me see that. Let me see your alcohol. I mean, not a law, not where they can enforce it like they enforce. I don't know. All I'm saying is this shit's out of control. Didn't Janet Jackson have a song called Control? It's out of control. It's way out of control.
You good, bro. I have to protect you. Thank you for not making a stupid decision. Can you loose leave right here, though?
Did you hear what this cop said?
I'm not trying to be.
I'm not trying to be it. Well, you already were, and it looks like you were trying. It looks like it's your job description to be that. And then he says,
I have a job I have to do, and if I don't do my job the way I'm supposed to do it, I could get in trouble.
If I don't do the job the way I'm supposed to do it, I'm here to terrorize a bunch of kids having fun on spring break. That's your job, officer? You need to think about another line of work.
To protect you, I have to protect you. Thank you for not making a stupid decision. You got loose leaf right here, though. I got my hands full, buddy. When I get a chance, I will.
Notice how when the cops talk to you, they always talk to you in this like robotic voice. They sound. It's almost like they put this shit on, all this garb and stuff, and they become like robots, inhuman. They don't sound like a person like you. They don't. Listen.
Yeah, well, you already were, and it looks like you were trying. It looks like it's your job description to be that. And then he says,
I have a job I have to do, and if I don't do my job the way I'm supposed to do it, I could get in trouble.
if I don't do the job the way I'm supposed to do it,
He's not even talking like a person. Like, hey, I'm trying to do my job, and the job is to do. I mean, it's just I'm supposed to do my job. If I'm not supposed to do my job like I'm supposed to do it, this is gonna happen to me. And they always use officer safety. I think you might have this on you, and I need to detain you and examine your car or whatever for officer safety. I thought it's supposed to be about the citizen's safety, but it's always about their safety. I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't know. The more I see, the less I like so far. And this has been going on for a while with the New World Order cops we saw back in 2020. And I've been saying they can't wait for a second, whether they realize it or not, they cannot wait to exercise that tyrant in them. All right? That's why they're not fighting crime. Where's the crime? Where's the crime? Serve the public trust. Right, RoboCop? Protect the innocent, uphold the law. That's good. That's very good, RoboCop. Not doing that. It's ridiculous. But this is where we're at. This is the police state. There's articles out there. I even mentioned that in the past. I'd show you in fast read headline, police state, and discuss it real quick. But I never latched onto it. Now I am beginning to latch onto just how tyrannical and with this world is and our country is, and digital ID too. So yeah, of course it stands to reason. That's what I got for you. Don't be a troll out there. At any rate, Tony Todd, Fix the World 77, Franny, saw you in the comment section. Big shout out. Don't be a troll out there. If you see a troll, say something. I am Oot.